Hello YouTube, this is Carrie and I'm coming at you this Saturday morning for Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. Alright, we got a three-part question today. Sorry I was not in last week. As you might be able to tell, I'm kind of sick. I'm a lot better now. Last week I couldn't talk. And I was hawking up all kinds of, it was nasty. Alright, so this is the question. Three-parter. Somebody comes up to you, oh my gosh, you've lost so much weight. How did you do it? Oh, I had weight loss surgery. Oh, you had weight loss surgery. You know, I know somebody who had weight loss surgery and they regained all their weight back. You know, I think there was a point in my life that I was that person. Before I decided to have weight loss surgery, I first decided to not have weight loss surgery because my best friend, when I lived in Tucson, had weight loss surgery. She had an RNY. She had terrible complications. She like almost died, and had multiple surgeries following that, and then regained most of her losses. I don't know how she's doing now. I haven't seen her in a while. So I'm not sure whether she's found the right formula for it or not yet, whether she's stuck to the rules, whether she made it back. I don't know. But I'll tell you, I've been that person. So, okay, so let's go straight to the first part of the question. So how did you lose it? I think a lot of people ask this question, and I think it is a valid question, obviously, because there's a lot of people who want to lose weight. They're curious of what you did. And they want to know. It's just simple curiosity. Everybody deals with this differently. I know a lot of people who, of course, my first surgery was an MGB, was not an RNY. And there were a lot of people in that community who didn't want to tell anyone. Interestingly enough, the reason why I chose that surgery was because I thought I would fail an RNY. It was found that they do better, the MGB patients do better than RNY patients. And the reason, of course, is because it's a way over bypass. It's like about a 7-foot bypass on average without a RULM. And no, you probably can't physically regain the weight. I had to eat a huge amount of food to just stay the same with my over bypass, which of course was way more than most people. So most people can go up a little bit. But the fact is the bypass is so long, you know, but you can eat that way, but you will have plenty of problems from it. You will be in massive pain for most of the time. Anyhow, so I'm very open. This is one of the reasons why I'm on YouTube, right? Especially in the beginning, very, very open. Everybody in my life knew about it before it happened. You know, my dad was the one who actually even brought it up to me and said, oh, have you considered this, you know? And it was a year after that that I decided to go for it, because I had a health scare and I was over it. Like, I didn't want to die. And I still don't want to die. And so does everybody who had weight loss surgery, failed their surgery, and is lost now. They also don't want to die. So people who might be watching this, who've ever asked that question, who have been the one on the other one saying, oh, you know, well, they regained the weight anyhow. Well, does that mean that you're not going to try it and you're just going to presume that you're going to die an early death from complications from being obese? No. So I was always very, and you know what, I think it's a public service to tell people that, yeah, this worked for me, or, you know, yes, you can do it, but you have to make sure you're prepared to do X, Y, Z. That's a big one for us, right? The general discontentedness of people, you shouldn't give a crap about. If they're like, oh yeah, well, that's easy, right? Well, no, they never had weight loss surgery. They don't know. You're not about to go through, you know, a surgery where somebody cuts open into your organs, you know, if you're not serious about not wanting to die, you know. So just screw those people if they have a bad attitude about it. Just be like, whatever. Okay, so this was when I lost all of my weight. that magical year, and I went shopping. I went shopping with my sister. No disrespect to my sister, but I would like to share what she said to me when I asked her how the pants I tried on looked. What she said to me was, I don't know why you're buying all these clothes. You're just going to regain it all back anyways. I would tell you, if you are a family member of somebody who is going through that, know that if you say something like that, that person will remember it for the rest of their lives. I will remember that statement for the rest of my life, regardless of how I love my sister. I will remember that statement for the rest of my life. That was her reaction. And I'll tell you, when I got sick and I started regaining weight, that's all I could think about. That's all I could think about. And it was making my situation worse, because if I had anxiety and depression before, and then had that statement circling in my head while this is happening to me, it's like an avalanche. It's like the whole world coming to it. It's horrible. And, you know, yeah, it doesn't help the situation, that's for sure. It was, again, in me remembering that I didn't want to die, that brought me back here. And that, you know, when I regained, my highest weight, oh, look at that, woo! My highest weight was 302. My lowest was 124. My sweet spot was at 140. I liked it there. Even 160 was good. When I got sick, I regained back up to like over 250 pounds. Today, after, you know, what, 6-7 months, I think it's been 7 months, 8 months now, I don't know, that it's been since I've really started losing. I've lost over 60 pounds, and I'm back in the community. I'm back where I need to be to refocus on what I need to remember, because I don't have that in my daily life, really. And, you know, I can make it back. Anybody can make it back. You just got to remember what you did to yourself and how to deal with it and the right things, and you do the things that you need to do. And you might not be able to tackle it all at once. It's really, really true what Wendy said about like all the people who've regained their weight never learned the right practices to begin with. I am example number one of that. You know, I totally, and in fact, my first surgery did the opposite effect of what it should have done. It taught me how to eat the wrong way, because I had to battle against the complications from my surgery. So after I had my revision to RNY, I didn't have any follow-up care. I had to go away. I was working in a foreign country for about half a year, and when I came back, got sick. I never had to learn and cement all of those practices. Now is my time to do that, and it's not too late. Yes, I still have my surgery, and it still works very well for me, actually. So, you know, the function of your surgery doesn't really go away. Yes, you can eat past your surgery, for sure. You can regain all your weight, but redemption is there for you when you want it, because your surgery will still help you. You know, there's a lot, even just being part of this community, it's like huge, right? Anyhow, that's my take. Yeah. So I've sort of been on all sides of this issue. I hope this was helpful. Have a good weekend, guys. Bye.